And welcome back to Let's Play Mass Effect 2. We're gonna go talk... I'll let her go.
Morinth haunted my dreams and waking hours equally. For the first time in 400 years, I am free. I am a ruined vessel of sorrow and regret, but I am free. It is not a feeling I can describe.
Was it worth it?
It was never a question of worth, but of need. I had to take the action I did, as did she. This was never a story that would have a happy outcome.
You did your duty. What about your feelings?
One of my daughters is dead. My hopes, my dreams were all bound up in my children. Still, my feelings have always come after my duty. The same is true of you.
You said that Morinth was a monster, but she was still your daughter.
She was the strongest and smartest. She would not accept the injustice thrust upon her. She fought to the end. I am so proud of her, Shepard.
You killed her for being what she was.
And I would again. But I also know what it means to leave everything behind and fight. Do you realize that she went on the run at the age of 40? I do not know human years well, but it is very young for Asari.
What will you do now that Morinth is gone?
Assuming I survive your mission, I am a Justicar. Injustice still exists, and perhaps even other Ardat-Yakshi.
You don't want to settle down?
I did. I returned to my homeworld and tried to start a family. I will fight and struggle all my life. That is my fate. When I die, it will not be in bed. I am at peace with that.
You still control the direction of your life.
I have chosen this path. I truly am at peace, due in no small part to you.
Okay, in case you missed it, in the last episode, what they're talking about was Morinth had employed Shepard to go and help hunt down and kill her daughter, who was a serial killer. Okay, so now that that is over with, we are going to go and do another loyalty mission. We're going to go do Legion's loyalty mission. Now, it appears as though the Geth have a bit of a problem. The Geth Heretics, which is sort of a separatist group of Geth, are planning to unleash a virus on the rest of the Geth population, which would convert them all to the Heretics' way of thinking. The Heretics worship the Reapers like their gods and that kind of stuff. And it would obviously be a very bad thing, considering that the Geth Heretics themselves are a very powerful and formidable enemy, and incorporating and pulling in that rest of the Geth, which is actually a larger population, would potentially be an enormous increase in military firepower and ability. So we can't let that happen. So Legion's taking us to this Geth Heretic station, where we're going to go and do something about this. Gotta love the space stations in this one.
You know it's just our heat emissions that are hidden, right? They could look out a window and see us coming.
Windows are structural weaknesses. Geth, do not use them. Approach the hull at these coordinates. Access achieved. We may proceed. Alert. This facility has little aerogravity. Geth require neither.
Won't we be detected? Don't they have intrusion alarms?
Sensors have been reduced. We have infiltrated their wireless network and filled the data storage with random bits.
And that helps us how?
The Heretics must scrub this junk data. They have partitioned themselves into local networks, working in parallel. Any alarm we trigger will not go beyond the room we are in. Only accessing the main core will trigger a station-wide alert.
We've got a job to do. Let's get to it.
Shepard Commander.
What the hell do you want now?
We concluded the destruction of the station was the only resolution to the heretic question. There is now a second option. Their virus can be repurposed. If released into the station's network, the heretics will be rewritten to accept our truth.
Either way, these Geth won't be a problem anymore. But Shepard, think about this. If you rewrite these Geth, they'll join the others. Legion's Geth will be stronger. Can we trust them not to attack us in the future?
Why didn't you mention this before we came aboard?
We did not know the virus was complete. It is. It can be used against the true Geth at any time. Our arrival was timely.
They're your people, Legion. You must have an opinion.
This is new data. We have not yet reached consensus. We will process as the mission proceeds.
This isn't the time to debate it. Let's move while the heretics are distracted.
Acknowledged.
Right behind you.
With Shepard Commander.
The Geth are inactive. Maybe we can sneak past them.
Interrupting data streams will alert local network. We recommend preemptive strikes against hardlink routers.
Get ready to fight. Want some more? Shepard, I'm picking up useful resources in the Geth hubs. We could salvage them.
Why are all the heretics attached to these hubs?
These are mobile platforms. Hardware. The crew is software. They are communing through the station's central computer.
I'm not sure I follow.
The heretics connect to the main computer to exchange data memories and program updates. We gain complexity by linking together. To be isolated within a single platform is to be reduced. We see less, comprehend less. It is quieter.
If you exchange data, memories, how do you keep track of which ones are yours? How do you stay you?
There is only we. We were created to share data among ourselves. The difference between Geth is perspective. We are many eyes looking at the same things. One platform will see things another does not, and will make different judgments.
I could see why you'd be conflicted about the heretics. In a way, whatever you do to them, you're doing to yourself.
Yes, once they return to us and upload their memories, we will share their experience of being altered.
Every other species I know of might be psychologically scarred by a traumatic experience like that.
It is not clear if Geth can be traumatized. We do not feel pain as you do. We cannot predict what the effects will be.
Let's keep moving.
Yes.
Well, isn't that some shit? Of course, this wasn't going to be as easy as just going here and blowing up the Geth station. Of course, it's not going to happen. Now we have the option of, say, hey.
We can assume control of any defensive turret. They will assist us briefly, then self-destruct.
Hey, instead of just blowing up all of these Geth heretics, maybe we could infect them with their own virus and make them, well, more receptive to the personality and the ideals of the normal Geth. So, the moral choices, always with the moral choices. That's what we're going to have to keep doing with these frickin' moral choices. Now, that's going to be a bit of a thing, isn't it? And it's actually one of the bigger moral choices that I like this game for, not just simple black and white. Because on one hand, we have the Geth, evil guys, and even normal Geth don't really have that big of an issue with eradicating the heretics. On the other hand, we can save the lives of these Geth here by converting them over to, like, the normal Geth way of thinking. But, of course, there's going to be an issue with that, as there's always an issue, because you're basically wiping their minds and turning them into... It's like mind control, basically. Are they really still alive after you've wiped out their memories and turned them into different people, basically? Oh, that's the thing. We're going to have to find out what Shepard does in this, because it's going to come down to a decision. And, you know, the way it always is, isn't it?
Abundant and value. Order processed.
Jeez, don't these bastards ever give up? Gotta love that shotgun, though. I've shot Legion a couple of times thinking he was an enemy. He looks just too much like these other Geth. Now that just sounds great, doesn't it? Whoa! Standing right there. Now, as with before, you can activate these turrets here, and they will fight on your side. You know, gun down the Geth and all. Hacking terminals seems to take forever, but hacking these sentry guns seems to be really quick. Forgot something over here. Just want to go back. It is, I believe it is a weapon. Quick cut through the bypass.
Kind of handy.
Oh, okay, it wasn't a weapon, but
I had no idea
almost.
Geth built stations this large.
The station is over 15 kilometers long. That room may run the length of it.
Well, remember, the Geth didn't build this station, the Quarians did. The Geth simply use it. Unless you're up for a fight, don't touch the green. We're going to eventually have to, of course, but don't do it until you're ready. Like when you're ready to blow this terminal up. There we have it.
Can't target them.
Are these databases?
Processors. Each contains thousands of Geth.
Can't they see us walking by?
They are no more aware of us than you are of cells in your bloodstream.
This isn't like the other hubs we've seen here.
This is a database. It contains a portion of the Heretics' accumulated memories. Wait. We discovered copies of our current patrol routes in this database. This suggests the Heretics have runtimes within our networks.
We wouldn't be here if the Heretics wanted to be friends with the Geth. Why wouldn't they spy on you?
You do not understand. Organics do not know each other's minds. Geth do. We are not suspicious. We accept each other. The Heretics desired to leave. We understood their reasons. We allowed it. There was peace between us.
It couldn't have lasted forever. You disagreed about what path your race should take.
Human history is a litany of blood shed over differing ideals of rulership and afterlife. Geth have no such history. We shared consensus on such things. How could we have become so different? Why can we no longer understand each other? What did we do wrong?
The flip side of freedom is responsibility. They made a bad choice. Let them own it. You're not responsible for their decisions.
That argument is logical for an individual mind. We are not fully individuals. There are pieces of us in the Heretics. One of those may be at fault. This topic is irrelevant. We must return to the mission.
Have you reached a decision about whether to rewrite the Heretics or not?
We are still trying to build consensus. Some processes judge destruction preferable, others rewrite.
Let's keep moving.
Yes.
Well, isn't that something? The society of the Geth seems to be evolving. They're no longer confined to simply what Legion thinks that they should be, or at least what Legion thinks they used to be. Shows a bit of a change. And we're here going to basically kill the more highly evolved version of the Geth. Isn't that a little fucked up?
This is it?
Yes, we will upload a copy of our runtime into the core. It will delete all copies of the virus. When complete, it will notify us. The indexing operation will take time. The Heretics will respond with force to our upload. We must
Damn it, that
hold
always
this loop.
happens.
We can override some of the station's internal systems to defend us. Are you ready to begin?
You can override these like you did the earlier turrets. They can help defend our position.
Correct. In addition to the turrets around us, there are others on the mainframes below. Indicate which you want activated, and we will program them. Yes, indicate which you want activated, and I will reprogram them. Alert. This will only last a few seconds.
Start your upload, Legion. We'll defend this position.
File transfer begun. Shepard Commander, where would you like us to activate defenses? Alert. Heretic runtimes downloading to mobile platforms.
Okay, here we go. We're gonna have ourselves a pretty big battle coming up. A whole lot of Geth are gonna try and take us out.
Mobile platforms. Overriding turret.
Now we can hack these terminals out there and override them and use them to fight the Geth or attack, because there's probably just going to be too much going on for us to effectively take out ourselves. These Geth are just going to keep coming. There's going to be a lot of them. And they're going to attack from that room, and they're going to come up on either side, either direction that we're looking now or the area directly behind Shepard. The problem is when they start coming in both directions, it becomes difficult to contain the situation. Oh, okay, that Geth is hacked. I shouldn't be destroying it. Of course, I destroyed it anyway. Come on up here so I can blow your face off. There you are. Can't get in there yet. Hack that turret, and gun these guys down from distance. It would have been good if I had the sniper rifle for this part in the game, but we'll have to make do without it.
Target eliminated.
Can't get a lock.
Deploying combat drone.
Alert. Heretic runtimes downloading to mobile platforms.
Can't reach the target.
Under fire.
The target. Can't target them. Data mining and analysis complete. Shepard Commander, it is time to choose. Do we rewrite the Heretics or delete them? You don't have any trouble wiping out your own people.
Every sapient has the right to make their own decisions. The Heretics chose a path that prohibits coexistence.
That doesn't make sense. If they have the right to make their own decisions, how can you suggest brainwashing them to accept your way?
We stated the option exists. We did not endorse it. It is Shepard Commander's decision.
What's to stop them from using the virus later to change themselves back?
We will delete the virus after using it. We judge it too dangerous to allow its existence.
Why are you letting me make this decision? They're your people.
We are conflicted. There is no consensus among our higher order runtimes. 573 favor rewrite, and 571 favor destruction. Shepard Commander, you have fought the Heretics. You have perspective we lack. The Geth grant their fate to you.
There's no guarantee they won't come to the same conclusions again, is there? To worship the Reapers and attack organics?
There is a non-zero probability of error.
Then blow them up. We have a chance to end this. I won't waste it.
Acknowledged. Collapsing antimatter magnetic bonding mechanisms. Done. Recommend withdrawal to Normandy.
So we're gonna blow the Geth up. Honestly, this is not a decision that I would make in real life. But, you know, whatever. And as long as we have the Geth themselves, the majority of Geth on our side, when the Reapers come, if they fight on our side, then, well, we have a much better chance. So, actually, in either case, the decision that you choose is likely to get the Geth species or organization, whatever the hell you want to call it, on our side. So it's actually a little bit less risky to destroy the Heretics rather than just rewrite them. Oh, I hate these Geth. It's just so big and take so much damage. Get out the heavy weapons. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's gonna do it. Remember, only warp works against that kind of stuff. Yeah, there we have it. Take it out with a pistol like a chump. Well, we have the end of the mission, but I'm not going to end the episode right at this moment, because we have a little bit on the Normandy, just a little dialogue scene that I'm going to get through before I end it, and then at the end of that, I will end the episode.
Commander, Tali just went to have a chat with Legion. You better get down to the AI core.
I'm on it, Joker.
Shepard, I'm glad you're here. I caught Legion scanning my Omni tool. It was going to send data about the flotilla back to the Geth.
Creators performed weapons tests and were discussing plans to attack us. We believed it necessary to warn our people.
We weakened the Geth by destroying that base, Shepard. But they're still a threat. I won't let Legion endanger the fleet.
Creator Talizora acts out of loyalty to her people. She was willing to be exiled to protect them. We must also protect our people from the Creator threat.
You can't let this happen, Shepard. I trusted you, and I worked with a Geth on the team, but this is too much.
Tali, your father was running brutal experiments. If the subjects had been human, I'd damn well be telling the Alliance about it.
I know, but if the Geth find out...
They'd attack, which would cause a war that would leave both the Geth and the Quarians vulnerable when the Reapers show up. Is that what you want, Legion?
We believed it was necessary to relay the information.
Sooner or later, you're both gonna have to stop fighting this war. Or we'll all end up paying for it.
To facilitate unit cohesion, we will not transmit data regarding Creator plans.
Thank you, Legion. I understand your intention. What if I gave you some non-classified data to send?
We would be grateful.
If I had failed that speech check, one of the two, I would have to sacrifice their loyalty. That's not the way I want to do it. But yeah, I'm going to end the episode here right after I talk to Legion, and that'll be it.
What happens to the Heretics now?
Many Heretics remain in isolated systems. It is not impossible for them to rebuild.
There's still a chance they could attack again?
The probability is low. If so, it would take many years.
I have to get back to work.
Acknowledged.